Reggie, you moron! Pepper's here!
Pepper? Why would we need Pepper now? That stings in the...
Jack Pepper, you imbecile! Call the bodyguards now!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Good to be back. It's good to be back once again. And Mouse P.I. for Hire. Man, this game here, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm gonna say that right now. Now, I'm a person that really prioritizes boomer shooters, first-person shooters, if you will. I love Doom. I love Duke Nukem. I love Serious Sam. Just games that give you that classic feel of playing through, you know, a selection of levels and you know, various enemies, weapons filled with secrets and collectibles. I love dealing with stuff like that. And Mouse P.I. for Hire, I feel like, yes, it might not do anything different, but it executed it in a way that was perfected in previous titles, if that makes sense. So just because something doesn't do anything different from a game that blew that aspect out of proportion doesn't necessarily mean that because it filled it in a mid stance that it didn't do what it was supposed to do, if that makes sense. Because I don't think that Mouse P.I. for Hire, it being an indie game, it really did what it was supposed to do, especially for the price that it is right now. Now, the person that you play as is Jack Pepper. He's a private investigator, or just simply a detective, if you will. He was also in a war. I'm still kind of reading up on like just the documents that I collect throughout the game to let me know like what the war was really about. But it was probably something similar to like World War I, but like in the perspective of like Mouse World War I. I don't know how to explain that, but this story, yeah, it's not something that it's not like this philosophical loop-de-loop with a deeper meaning to it. It's really just that classic noir detective story that really takes you along this roller coaster of like a series of events. It could range from just, you know, I think the shrews are like Jews. I'm not too sure, but it's just I'm just getting that. I don't know how to really explain like my connection to that. But they have like these missing people, and then you have like these people getting put into camps. You got these people, not people, but you have these mice where they're shrews and they're pumping blood out of them to create this ink for life. And then you have another situation where they're strapped to like these beds to like, they're also like in a psych ward while they're strapped to these beds, and they're like taking their consciousness and putting it in this brain. It's like, it's so many different elements to like, you know, I guess the story, to the point where it doesn't do anything epic, but it's something, right? It's something to keep you going, because the game itself is fun, right? The game is extremely fun. Like, I've seen a lot of people say that this game is just like the typical boomer shooter, or it just doesn't do anything crazy. But for a lot of us boomer shooters out there, that's really enough. You know, you have your weapon wheel where you have, you know, your Tommy gun, you got your submachine gun, your pistol, your rocket launcher, your ray gun, your chainsaw. I haven't unlocked all the weapons, but it really has every single weapon that a first-person boomer shooter would have. You have your grappling hook, you're able to wall run, you're able to do, not necessarily stealth stuff, but you can slide and shoot. You can, it has everything here, essentially. And I think that Mouse P.I. for Hire should be looked at not necessarily as like something that's just decent, but it is definitely a good game. I think that from where I am right now, it's definitely on like the 7.5 and above range. I do know that the game itself isn't perfect, because I feel like for games like this with the boomer shooter element, you probably would have to implement like RPG elements, if you will, something to where it feels like you're progressing your character to get stronger and better, not just like acquiring new abilities that progress the level on, if that makes sense. So for Mouse P.I. for Hire, as you're killing people, you can be gaining XP, but here they might actually do that for the sequel. Who knows? Because I don't know if at the end of this game Jack Pepper dies. I don't want him to die, because I actually really like his character. He really reminds me of Max Payne, if I'm being real with you guys. Just somebody that like he has that melancholic tone, but he also has like a nonchalant essence about him when he's approaching different things. It's like, well, what haven't I seen? This is just the typical crime site of what I'm used to. And speaking of the crime site, man, I'm loving the fact that you're able to, with the secrets that you're going through the level, you're able to create like this sort of this spider web of a series of events that seem to all be connected. And it's really important for you to look around your environment and figure out what clues you can bring back to the station, because then you'll be able to go into a whole new level that brings you to a whole new section that might actually make like how can I say this? You might just get new abilities. You might just get a new gun. I would say. But man, it's real nice. I'm really digging this game, bro. And I don't like the fact that there are people out here saying that because it doesn't do anything new, it's like bad or mid. Like the fact that this game is like that noir style and it executes it so well in like the 1930s cartoon, that really does, the aesthetic alone really boosts the experience, because I don't know what people thought when they were looking at the teasers and like how the game was like being shown off. Like how I'm playing this game is literally what I thought this game was going to be. I didn't think that this was going to do something that blew anything out of the water. I expected the boomer shooter to meet at least all of just, I guess, the concepts that have been created across all boomer shooters. And just based on what I'm playing, it does just that. For now, this is really just my first impressions for what Mouse P.I. for Hire has done for me. But I'm going to give a way more fleshed out review once I get all the trophies, so that I'll be able to explain to you guys every aspect of the game without leaving out any pinpoints and leaving out any, like, I don't know, just things that I haven't covered, which are in the game. So, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the game. If you guys have seen me stream it, what do you guys think about the game yourselves, or what from what you've seen me play? Also, give the video a like or a dislike as to your liking as always, and hit your boy up with a subscribe. Peace.